Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live. I took a week off last week, but I am back. I have a really cute project to share with you guys today. Check this out, isn't this cute? I'm going to show you all the details on this box in just a second. No cutting, no gluing at all for this box. You guys are going to love it. So we'll get to this in just a minute. But before we do, as always, there's lots to share with you guys. Now, Stampin' Up has released their amazing kits by Stampin' Up. They are all online. These are online only. You're not going to find these in any catalog, but they are pretty phenomenal. There are so many different kits to choose from, and if you were a fan of Paper Pumpkin, you were going to love these kits. A lot of them are Paper Pumpkin kits that have been kind of reimagined, but they're so much fun. So I have one here that I want to show you. We're not going to do it today, but I just want to show you how they come. They come in these great Stampin' Up boxes. They look like Paper Pumpkin boxes, but they're great Stampin' Up boxes. And this one is the Notes of Cheer kit. This one actually does not have any stamping in it. If it had stamping, you would also get the ink spot and the stamp with it, but this is actually a non-stamping kit, so this is great for a beginner or maybe kids or teenagers or just somebody that they might need some quick cards. These are fantastic. So it comes with everything you need. It comes with adhesives, embellishments, envelopes, everything you need, but look at how amazing those cards are. Anyway, I can't wait to crack this open. I just haven't really had the time, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little heads up on these kits. They are amazing, and more kits will continue to be added. This is just kind of their jumping off point right now, but if you love Paper Pumpkin or if you just need a quick kit, these kits are also great for like camping or, you know, going on a trip, or if you just want to be crafty and, you know, you have 20 minutes or so. These are fantastic for that, and they're all priced really, really low, so they're great and affordable. So make sure you check out the kits. All right, speaking of Paper Pumpkin, June's Paper Pumpkin subscription is over. These kits have already shipped. They're on our way to us right now. I cannot wait. July's Paper Pumpkin subscription is already underway. This is the Adventure Begins kit, and it has its supplies for 12 cards and envelopes. It comes with a Stampin' Spot and an exclusive stamp set. It includes inspirational sentiments and adventure-themed imagery. So I am super excited about this one. You can kind of see some sneak peeks up here. I think they're going to be really fun. I think they're going to be really summery, really cute. Anyway, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want June's Paper Pumpkin, you can head to the link in the video description and you can subscribe for June. Make sure you, or is it not June, July's. This is July's. You have to subscribe by July 10th though if you want the Paper Pumpkin. All right, last chance. We are in our, final weeks of this catalog. Now, some of these products have carried over into the annual catalog. Some of the bundle prices on those products that carried over the bundle price did not. So if you're still looking at products in here and you're looking at a bundle, it might be worth it just to go ahead and get the bundle. You can check my online store. There's a link in the video description. Check my online store. It'll list all the retiring stamp sets. Some of them are discounted up to 50% off. So that is pretty phenomenal. So if you have things in this catalog that have been marked on your wish list and you haven't gotten them, you are running out of time. You need to get them now. So make sure that you head to my online store, shop this catalog. Some of the deals are pretty amazing. You don't want to miss them. All right, as always, I have a host code. When you shop using this host code, all orders will receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. And if your order is over $50 more, you're also going to receive a make and take kit in the mail to coordinate with those 3 projects. So just a free little thank you gift from me. All right, guys, this is what we're making today. Like I said, this is a box that requires no cutting and no gluing, and it's super cute. Now it's kind of a big box, but I'm going to show you what's in it in just a sec. So to open it, you just lift up on the front, and you can kind of see there's like a little lip here. You just lift it up and it just unfolds. Isn't that cute? And inside are these little Intamin's chocolate cupcakes that I found at the store this weekend. They're super cute. Grab one for our project, but you guys know I love making little boxes like this, and this one is so quick and easy, and you just kind of snap it back into place just like that. Isn't that cool? No cutting, no glue. It's fantastic. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our scoring for our paper. So let's grab our Simply Scored here. Now you're going to need a pretty big piece of paper. It takes almost a full sheet of paper. You're going to need 11 by 7. We're actually going to start on the 7-inch side. It doesn't really matter though. We're just going straight lines right now, so it doesn't matter which side you score at. On the 7-inch side, you are going to score at 1.5 and at 5.5. And that's it on the 7-inch side. So we're going to rotate it. This is the 11-inch side. And you are going to score it at 3, at 4.5, at 7.5, and at 9. Now I have all of the measurements in the video description, so you don't have to worry about writing them down. And this will be on my blog in the morning, and there is also going to be a little diagram with all the scoring lines on it. So you can check out my blog to see all the details on this. Now I'm going to hold on to my scoring tool there because we're going to do a little bit more scoring. So with your paper in landscape in long ways, you have these 4 man, my words are not following me today. You have these 4 squares right here. You have this center panel and then these 4 squares. We're going to score on these 4 squares, and let me just flip my little notes around so I can figure out which way to score. So we are going to, and I'm not sure if the score lines are going to show up on camera, but I will try to hold it. So we are going on these, I don't know how to describe it. So we are scoring, can you see that score line? I think you can. So we're scoring diagonally from this corner to the top corner. And we're going to do that all the way around. So we want to kind of score into that middle section from those corners. I hope that makes sense. And I can actually draw these in with a pencil line just to kind of reinforce them, or so you can see them a little bit better. So we scored here and here and here and here. So on all 4 of those, you just want to kind of score so that triangle is facing the inside on all of them. I hope that makes sense. I know it's probably not making a lot of sense, but there will be a diagram on my blog tomorrow, like I said, that will actually have this all drawn out so that you can see how to score it. One thing I did want to mention as well is that you'll notice that the left side is bigger. This has a 3-inch gap over here, and this one is only about 2 inches over here. If you have 12 by 12 sheet of paper, you can actually do this with your paper 7 by 12. The score lines are exactly the same. You're just going to have 3 inches on either side, and the box will still work perfectly. Okay, but in the meantime, let's erase our little pencil lines here, and then we'll move on to folding this all up. And I'll fold these little lines on the inside so it's not as noticeable. Okay, just erase these real quick. Okay, so we're gonna grab our bone folder. A bone folder is gonna be your best friend with this project because you want those nice crisp score lines. And we're just folding on all the straight ones right now. We're not too concerned with those diagonal ones that we put in. We're just folding on those straight lines. Okay, now we're going to come in with on those diagonals and make sure we just give them a good crease as well. Just fold those in, just like that. And then your box should fold together. Now this 3-inch section, now if you have a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, it doesn't matter which is the top, which is the bottom, but the 3-inch section is going to fold into the top, so you're going to fold in the shorter end, and you're just going to fold in the long end, just like that. Oh, isn't that cute? And it stays together, doesn't come apart, and it's easy to open. You can add your little treat right inside. Just fold it over, and just tuck it in. There you go. Isn't that cute? A quick box. You can easily modify this to really any size. You can make these smaller, you can make them bigger. It's just a really fun box, and we all just kind of need these quick boxes. They don't require any cutting or any fancy glues or anything like that. So let's decorate it up. So today we are using the In Symmetry Bundle. And if you followed my blog, you'll notice I've been using this bundle a ton lately. I love this stamp set. This wasn't actually on my list at first, but the more I looked at it, the more I loved it. And then we're also going to use the coordinating punch with it too. So you can get this bundle 10% off. All right, so let's do all of our DSP first. I am using the coordinating DSP in the suite. This is the Sweet Symmetry DSP, so you can see the gorgeous patterns in this DSP. They are just so pretty. This has been one of my most used DSPs. The colors are just phenomenal. The patterns are just fantastic. I really love this DSP stack. Okay, so let me move those out of the way. And I already have all my DSP trimmed, and I'm gonna call off the measurements of them. But again, the measurements are all listed in the video description as well, so you can check those out as well. All right, I'm gonna use my Stampin' Seal Plus. This is our top piece, and this piece is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And I'm gonna use this Just Jade pattern on this side, and this goes right on our top piece. Now, if you wanna put on the DSP while it's flat, you can absolutely do that. You can just unfold the box and assemble it all while it's flat. All right, for the front and the back here, so I have 2 pieces of DSP on the front and the back. These pieces are 3 7/8 by 1 3/8, and this one we're gonna use this floral pattern on this side. So a little bit of Stampin' Seal on each of these. And then we'll just stick these on. So these fit right in between those score lines. I just love how all of these papers coordinate. This cardstock that I'm using is Bumblebee. I don't think I mentioned that. This box, the cardstock I used was Fleur de Flamingo. So you can really just use that DSP to pick which colors you're gonna coordinate with. But isn't it? It's coming together so cute, isn't it? All right, and now our last 2 pieces of DSP, these are gonna go right here. This little spot right here that's just calling for some attention. This is 2 7/8 by 1 3/8. But remember, all of these measurements are listed in the video description, or they will be on my blog tomorrow, so you can check those out. All right, these just slide right in. And I did the measurements all just an 1/8 inch smaller. If you wanted a bigger border, you could do them all a 1/4 inch smaller. Again, this customize your project exactly how you want. So yeah, isn't that gorgeous? I mean, you don't even have to really decorate it. This is just so pretty just by itself. But we're gonna step it up. We're gonna go further. Let's get to our stamping. I have a scrap piece of white here. We're gonna do some stamping from that In Symmetry stamp set. And I am going to pull out my Stampin' Pierce mat. Photopolymer stamp sets sometimes just need a little bit of extra cushion, so the little Stampin' Pierce mat works great. If you don't have this, you can use the mat that comes in your Stamparatus as well. That works great too. So I'm going to switch up the colors a little bit on my flowers. I'm using the same inks, but I'm just switching which stamp I use in those inks. I'm using Bumblebee for this big one. We'll just stamp that up here. We're going to fussy cut all of these out, so it doesn't really matter where we're stamping them. So let me close up these ink pads as we go. I'm going to use Calypso Coral for this one, for the little round one. Just like that. Beautiful. I have found I'm using Calypso Coral a ton lately. So it's funny that my colors that I choose kind of goes in waves. I'm kind of get stuck on one color for a while, and then I'll move on to another color, and I get stuck on another color, and lately it's been Calypso Coral I found. Fleur de Flamingo. I have been using Fleur de Flamingo a lot too. And then for our greeting, so that's all our flowers. I'm gonna move those out of the way. For our greeting, I've already die cut a circle from our Layering Circles dies. So I have this ready to go for our greeting. And we're gonna use Night of Navy for that. So we're really just pulling out all of those colors in that DSP. You are perfectly unique. Isn't that a fun greeting? So cute. All right, that's it for the stamping. Easy stamping, quick and easy. So move that out of the way. Now, we're gonna fussy cut these, but through the magic of television, I've already fussy cut them, so we don't have to watch that painful process. Now for our greeting, I've also die cut a scalloped circle from the Layering Circle dies, and I had pre-punched a Label Me Lovely out of Night of Navy, and this one's out of Bumblebee. So we are going to attach this to our scalloped, and I did the scallop circle the same color as the box. So you'll see on this one I used Fleur de Flamingo. This one we're going to use Bumblebee, and then we're going to stick this up on dimensionals. So let me grab some dimensionals. All I have is mini on my desk right now, but that's okay. Minis work just fine. All right. All those little backings, and this will go perfectly on the Label Me Lovely punch. This is one of my favorite punches, the Label Me Lovely. It's just a fantastic label. If you don't have this, fun punch. It is time to get it. All right, let's move our box back in here so we can start assembling. We're gonna stick this up on dimensionals right in the middle. Let me grab a few more dimensionals here. We'll stick these on. I really should get some bigger ones. These little mini ones. I have big fingers, so the mini ones are usually not my best friend. I really should get the bigger ones out. So we are in full summer mode here, and so I am going to attempt to keep our regular stamping schedule, but you guys might have to bear with me a little bit as I adjust it week to week, just based on our activities and what we're doing with the kids. Okay, here we go. Isn't that cute? Just right in the center. And then I'm just going to bring in my liquid glue. Now, these flowers are big enough, you absolutely don't need to use the liquid glue. I just want to make sure I have a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to slide that flower just kind of down from the top there. We're going to add our Flirty Flamingo flower off to the side a little bit here. And I'm only really putting glue in the center of each of these flowers because I want to be able to tuck some leaves in just a minute. And our Calypso Coral one will go about right there. All right, now speaking of our leaves, we are going to cut our leaves with Mint Macaron. So I've already cut a couple of them, but I want to pull out this punch. I want to show you guys how amazing this punch is. So I just have a strip of Mint Macaron. I'm just going to slide this in the punch, and I'm going to punch it. We're going to have a couple more leaves. I'm going to do it one more time. Now, if you were creating a border with this and you wanted to line them up, there are some little silver images on the side here. So you would just put your cardstock back in, line up your cardstock so that all you see are those metallic images there. Give it a punch, and then your images are just going to be completely lined up as you go. We'll do it one more time. So I'm just going to set this down. It's easier if you set it flat on the table. Normally we want to pick up our punches, but for border punches like this, it's actually easier to just kind of lay it down, line up that silver image, and you have a perfect little line of those leaves if you want to use the negative portion. Otherwise, you have a bunch of leaves all punched out, ready to go. Isn't that cute? It's just so brilliantly designed, and you can use either side too. So if you're left-handed, maybe you want to use the metallic images on one side or the other. It's just brilliantly designed. I love those kinds of punches. There's just no thinking on them. All right, so we're going to use 5 of these. So I'll have plenty left over. So we're just going to kind of tuck them in. There's a dimensional back on that. So I'm going to grab one of these. We're going to tuck it up here. Now I chose Mint Macaron. I started with some Just Jade leaves, but the Just Jade leaves were just kind of blending into the background too much. So I chose some Mint Macaron. Mint Macaron is not one of the colors in the DSP, but it goes so well with Just Jade that I thought these leaves would go perfectly. All right, so I'm going to just kind of slide this one under the Calypso Coral flower there. And if these hang off, that's okay because it's a box. It's a 3D project, so these would be great for bridal shower or birthday party, whatever party you're having right now. Just one more. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, final touch. I have some gilded gems. These are fantastic. These are in our annual catalog. We've had these for a couple of years now, and I love them for 3D projects. They're a little bit big for cards. I find they're a little bit bulky, but for 3D projects, I love them. So I'm going to use one big one and a couple small ones, just kind of scattered around. Isn't that cute? All right, there you have it. Super cute and easy. The hardest part was the scoring, and even the scoring wasn't too bad. And there's no glue, no adhesive. Just pop it open for your little treat, and they just pop right closed. Just, again, isn't that cute? Just pop this one open just to prove you guys that it does open and close. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's so much fun, and they're so bright and colorful. I think anybody would love to get this as a gift. All right, guys, that is it for me. We are back to all of our summer festivities and activities here. So if you need to place an order, please head to my online store, use this host code. If you have a long wish list, I do encourage you to consider joining my team. I always welcome new members on my team, and we have such a good time. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share this with your friends. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will make sure to answer all of them. Thank you again for stopping by. Make sure to watch my page and see if I'll be live next week. I'm hoping to be live, but again, summer, we might have to be a little bit more flexible with the schedule. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your week and I'll see you later. Bye.